Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Diaspolog. First of all, I want to thank y'all for hitting the subscribe button. We almost at the 2K. Come on, y'all. Help us get to 2,000 subscribers. You know, we've been doing this a long time. We deserve that. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for rocking with us, like I said. And please click the subscribe button. Click the little bell so you can get a notification every time we load a video. Now, I haven't done a video like this in a long time. I've just been getting away with doing Diaspolog radio videos and stuff like that. But I specifically did this video today by a request from one of our followers. His name is Josh, and he asked me to do a video. Shout outs to you, Josh, talking more about the clothing line. You know, just going into detail about the clothing line. So that's why I decided to do the video. I haven't done one about the clothing line, just updating y'all what's been going on. So, you know, hopefully this is going to help somebody. Now, the video I'm doing, this video is not, this is my own experience of, you know, the brand. The brand is, of course, spelled stay positive, enjoy life. And we got it on the side right here. Stay positive, enjoy life. We do hoodies, you know, sweatshirts, shirts, snapbacks, bucket hats, tracksuits, slides, socks, and a whole lot of things. And we don't have a website yet. Y'all can follow the page on Instagram, and you can order on Instagram and on Facebook at Spell Clothing on Instagram. And you know, it's the same on Facebook as well. So let's get into the nitty-gritties of the video. So, and I wrote some notes, y'all. I'm taking this serious. So I wrote some notes because I'm taking it serious. So the video is going to be titled "What to Consider When Starting or Running a Clothing Line." So that's the title of the video. So let me start by saying this is not, you know, this is not, like I said, this is not one of those you should do this or what. This is just my advice based on what I'm experiencing now, right? And having a clothing line is like any other business. It's not hard. It's not easy. It's just based on, you know, it's what you make it. If you're willing to put the hard work in, I'm pretty sure that you're going to get some results, because at the end of the day, you got to understand that, you know, you're not really reinventing the wheel. I mean, clothes have been there, you know, for a very long time. So you're not necessarily making something that has not been there. So what's going to make you stand out? Basically, that's what you got to be thinking about. So we're going to start with, you know, one of the basic things to consider is the brand philosophy. What makes you special? You know, for me, when it comes to this brand right here, Spell, my philosophy is really, being positive. Been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? Been through many places, ended up here in the United Kingdom, and I live here, and I've had to overcome so many things from, you know, besides being an adult, even as a kid. So my mentality to go through, you know, to survive through all these things, you know, that people go through in life, was always by keeping a positive mindset, you know, and enjoy my life as much as I could. And I was thinking that, yo, it could be worse. So that's my brand philosophy. And purple, as you can see right here, which is kind of like the main logo on the brand. Where is it? Where is it? On the side right here? That is, you know, the color of positivity. So I incorporated there. I was born in 1979. So, you know, you got my year of birth right here in 1979, where it was established. And, you know, and I like the retro feel to the logo. So that's my brand story. I could sit down and talk to any CEO, any customer about the philosophy behind the brand, because some people may think it's casting a spell on somebody. So basically, you have to think, what is your storyline? It's not really going to help if you just kind of come up with a name out of nowhere without really having a philosophy behind it, because people buy into a lifestyle. People buy into an idea. You know, think about when you buy some of your favorite clothes, like when you buy a pair of Nike sneakers, when you buy a pair of Jordans, it's, you know, you assume that they're very comfortable, and you know, make you feel like, you know, Michael's, you know what I'm talking about? You may feel like you're Michael 23, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically one thing you want to consider, like the brand philosophy. And you want to keep it simple. So some of the most recognizable logos on the planet are very simple. Mercedes being one of them that I wrote down, Nike, Adidas, McDonald's, Rolex, the Champion hoodies, and you know what I'm saying? It's real simple. So you want to keep it simple. Like I said at the beginning, you're not really reinventing the wheel. So you want to keep it simple is always the best, as far as I'm concerned, like I said, because to my knowledge, a lot of the brands that are very popular are very simple. Like this water that I'm drinking right here. If you look, the branding right there is just Kirkland. With the signature on the bottom. So you don't want to overcomplicate things. You want to keep it simple and recognizable. And it's always good to read books on marketing and stuff like that. To help you bring your idea to life. So don't complicate things. Keep it simple. Now, the third point that I'm going to talk about is the focus on quality, not quantity. You know what I mean? So for me, again, my main focus was on the fabrics. I spend time trying to find the right manufacturers for everything that I wanted to bring out. The fabric is real cool, real dope. When you wear them, they don't fold or anything like that. They don't give in under pressure. A lot of stuff that we make is very good quality. I don't know if you can see the garments right here. Just little things that we put in, the stitching and stuff like that, the stretch factor, you know what I mean? The ribbing. I don't know if you can see me. I wish I could zoom in. Embroidery, quality, print, and stuff like that. You really want to focus on stuff like that. So when I started, I was naive basically. So I just thought a t-shirt was just a t-shirt. Even when it comes to the clothes, this might seem like this is just black to to you guys, but there's different, types of blacks and different types of fabrics and embroidery, 3D embroidery, and different size charts and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that you really need to learn before you just you just jump on into getting a garment and putting it out there, because what's going to make customers come to you over and over again is going to be that quality that you have. Don't a lot of people, what I've seen go on, people will go on the internet and they go on the internet and buy a box of cheap t-shirts, because you can get a cheap t-shirt for like, I want to say like, I don't know, like $5 or, like £3 or whatever. You can get a cheap t-shirt and then print on it and then sell it on, and you put your markup on it. You can get a box of 100 shirts or whatever. The thing about that is, your customer will pay you to try it out. But when they put it on, and if the quality ain't good enough, they put it in the washing machine and it comes out all shrunk, you're not going to get a customer. They're going to go on the vlogs and say, and discourage anybody from buying your brand. So you really want to pay attention to the quality, right? Focus on quality. Number 4, I want to talk about building relationships with manufacturers, right? You really want to build relationships with manufacturers. Give them the business first before you start talking about no big discounts and everything. I've noticed that, because like what we also do, we print and make clothes for other brands and stuff like that. But what I noticed with a lot of people, they will come to us or go to manufacturers and they don't even know them. They don't have a clothing brand at all. And as you know, when it comes to the manufacturing game, is you get a lot less, you get discounts based on quantity, right? The more units you order, you get a discount, the more cheaper it's going to be. And basically the thing behind that is there's a lot that goes into setting up the equipment and putting a logo into the system and programming it into the system. It costs a lot of money to do that, the inks and everything. So basically the best way I can explain it is like, say for example, you had a car and you were traveling from, I want to say, to Birmingham to London, right? And it's just one vehicle. It's going to take you the same amount of fuel, the same amount of gas from London to Birmingham or whatever, back and forth. It's going to take you the same. Whether there's one person in there or one passenger or there's 5, it's the same thing. So that's basically, cut a long story short, the story with manufacturers. That's why you see that they charge you a lot less for bigger quantities and a lot more for 1 unit or 10 units or whatever. So you really want to get into establishing the business. You find a manufacturer that gives you quality garments or quality fabrics and whatever. You want to build a relationship with them, and a lot of the times the relationship is based on giving them constant business, just constantly, paying on time, and the quality is consistent, the communication is consistent. Then you can build a relationship and you can ask for more favors and stuff like that. Like when I was showing you this garment right here, again, when we started this, oops, sorry about that. Just keep clipping the microphone. When we started, it was just a garment by itself and with embroidery. This was print on the back, but now we have embroidery right there. And we didn't have personalized tags. We didn't even have these hang tags right here and everything. It got established with time. You know what I mean? So basically, that's what you got to think about. You can't get everything in one go because it's going to cost you a lot of money, and you're not going to be able to recoup your money. Good customer service, that goes without saying. Respond to customers on time. They got a saying that say, the customer always right. I believe in that too. You got to have your customer service on lock. And now you don't even got to pay a lot of money to learn customer service. You can go on YouTube, watch YouTube videos, or you can read a lot of material that's freely available online on how to provide customer service, and how to improve your service and stuff like that. You're going to come across a lot of customers that are very mouthy, to say the least. You know what I mean? But you don't want to lose your temper because these are your customers. Think about it. When you go to the store and you're not happy with something, they call the manager and they try to resolve it in a very what can I say, professional manner, so that you can come back and you can retain that business. So you want to think along those lines, even though you're one person. You dig? So, and also point number 5, I want to talk about the use of vlogs, video, images, and social media and word of mouth. The way I do that is I try and do videos, at least 3 video content every week. I post every day on social media pages, on the official Spell Clothing page. I post every day. I post on my personal page. I post on Facebook, Twitter, everything. Every day I got to do that. So that is what you're going to need to do. You know what I mean? You need to take quality videos. You need to invest in the camera, lighting, you know what I mean? So you can show people what you have, because what's good to have good quality clothing, but then the people are not going to see it. Your potential customers are not going to see it because you don't have a store, and you want to, thank God for the internet and social media. The whole world is your customer base, right? So you want to showcase, you want to put yourself in a better position by zooming in, showing the stitching on the garment, the fit, and everything. It's very important to do videos. And I'm always rocking my clothing line. I'm always rocking it everywhere you see me. I got the snap, or I got the shirt, I got, as a form of advertising. So it's very important that you take that into consideration. Taking good quality videos and images. And I also ask my customers to send me videos or photos if they're comfortable with it when they buy the clothes. And if they like it, can you send me a video? Can you send me or a photo or something? And you'd be surprised, customers, what kind of stuff you're going to get. Oof. And I always networking is very important. I hit up people all the time, celebrities, influencers, and people that I think have a following, you know what I'm saying? And it's always based on, on the message they have, this being a positive message. I can't really go with somebody that's promoting something that is not aligned with the branding and the clothing. That's why it's very important to know your brand philosophy, like I said at the beginning of the video, because that's what's really going to guide a lot of your decisions as far as the influencers and who you decide to put on your clothes. I know what's going on. I can't seem to get my words out. Sorry, folks. But yeah, that's really what it is. And Yeah, hit people up all the time. A lot of the times you're gonna get no's. I've hit up celebrities, I go in their inbox, you know what I'm saying? I go in their DMs, I'll be tapping, I like what you're doing. Can you tell me your size so I can send you this here merch? I sent a few garments to a few celebrities. So far I haven't gotten any feedback as far as them wearing it, but the fact that they gave me their address, that was a good thing. And of course you want to protect that. You don't want to give it out because, for obvious reasons. But yeah, you really want to do that. So you have your task. As you can see, if you follow through the points that I'm telling you every day, you're going to have something to do. It's like having a job. It's not something that you could just, have a clothing line and think that it's going to run itself. You really have to put these points, to work. And, you got to be patient. You got to be patient, and you got to be patient, and you got to adapt. You know what I mean? Like, for us at Spell, here in the UK, the wintertime is about to be out. It's about to be summer. So we're already thinking about making sliders, socks, shorts, more hats. And, nobody really going to be wearing hoodies. We're going to move over to the tank tops and shirts and stuff like that. So you want to be patient, and you want to adapt to, to the market and see what's going on. You want to look at what your competitors are doing, not to follow them exactly, but to kind of like what they call it, to magpie. So you see what they're doing and you see if you could do it better. That's really what it is. You know what I mean? But you really need to be patient. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. We started in 2018 and it's 2021, and we still not as huge yet, but we have made a lot of improvement. I'm pretty happy with the direction where it's going. As you can see, we got shorts, and like I said, we got a lot of lines, and they steadily growing out. There's room for improvement, so we're improving every day, which leads me to the last point that I wanted to talk about is something that we haven't done yet, but that we want to incorporate it in the future, going to festivals and events and stuff like that. And again, like I said, the festivals and events that you choose to go gotta be situations where whatever is going on over there is aligned with your brand, whatever your brand might be. Pop-up, like a little pop-up store, we're thinking of doing that this year. We're going to tell you all the details, as it goes on. As soon as the COVID and the lockdown thing is over, we're thinking of doing a little pop-up store, over in the city of London, because there's a different demographic over there and it's bigger, so we can, spread that awareness. So it's ongoing work, guys. And I really hope that I've touched on some of the few points that Josh wanted to hear, or anybody out there starting a clothing line. At the end of the day, the way things are going right now, as far as the economy and how it is very important to start your own business, and in line with what we are about here on this channel, Diasporalog, when thoughts become actions, and having a separate economy, and circulating our money and having that, because you can't always rely on your job, because a lot of people been laid off due to the COVID and stuff like that. So I want to encourage you to whatever business it may be, get into, learn it, start it, and do it. And at the end of the day, it's something that you could pass on to your kids and stuff. So, that's what's up. If you want to know more, or if you want me to go into detail about one particular area, about the clothing line business, just, drop a comment in the comment section below, send me an email or whatever, and I'll gladly do that. And if there's anything you want us to cover, just let us know. Please watch the videos that we've done. And again, I want to thank y'all for rocking with us. Stay positive, enjoy life, baby, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.